Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the HAWX Space Program. It has been a while since I've recorded once again. Been busy the past 2 weeks. I've been working on some editing stuff, and this probably won't seem all that out of the ordinary because I've already had some new videos up. But we are coming in this morning. I think it's morning based on how the light is showing. Um, on Kerbal Space Program. I've updated a lot of mods. I am running a ton of mods. Oddly enough, though, I'm not having any memory issues. I think there are a lot of plugins which don't take up as much memory as some of the parts do, and I have a memory reducer and all the sorts of things like that. I still need to get a list up. But as I was saying before, what is going on? Okay, no, we don't have any science left. Um, I did go ahead and put up some satellites, as you can see here, into about a 700 kilometer orbit. They have all the same. I need to rename them actually. All the same orbital periods of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds. Oddly enough, I figured that was easy enough to remember. But I have them set up in this 45 135 inclination, so it'll get pretty much all of the. So I'm trying to figure out something. What is going on? Okay, get all of the planet. I think it'll get all the planet usually. My only question is there might be some dead zone in here, but I'm not totally sure right now. But we'll continue messing with that. But this episode, I really wanted to get onto the space planes, which is or the plane section of what we're doing here. So that's kind of why I did that off camera. They're not really exciting. They're just comm satellites. That's about all they are. So we'll get into the space plane hangar. I have a filter on, don't I? Deselect all. There we go. You, buddy, need to get out of the way. You need to be right over here. And then you adjust you to fit right there. And lock position. Alright. Fighter inline cockpit or biplane. Let's go with the Mark 1 cockpit for right now. I think I have some jets on me right now. Sort filter modules. I don't think I need to worry about that right now. You go away. I think I'll just go. There we go. And right behind that guy, let's go ahead. Gotta remember not to eat my chips while I'm sitting here. I gotta find all my fuel tanks here. I did just remember. Let me check something really quick off camera. Alright, I had to make sure all my parts that I had added were unlocked, which they are now, which means even more crap we have to sort through. Yay! Um, we're gonna go with propellers at first. Folding electric propeller. Now that I think about it, I don't want to go with that guy. I want to go with this guy. And we will have a propeller on the front. Something bigger than that. Just like that. It's just... Okay, so it does give me intake air, which is what I was wondering. And now we need a oxygen tank. I think I'm just going to use one of these guys. Bigger than that. This guy will work. And I will just change over the fuel to liquid fuel and change the texture to What do I like? That white will work. Doesn't really match, but we'll worry about that later. Do something like that. Let's see what we have in the way of wings. That'll work. Alright. I meant wings, but whatever. We're going to get the center of lift and the center of mass. So here we go. If I remember right, which one is it? Center of mass in front of the center of lift, or the other way around? This thing's gonna look so derpy. Actually, let's shrink this guy down. Tail winglet. Large tail wing. Let's not do with the large tail wing. Winglet for a little bit of control. Do something like that. Will that give us enough stability there? Alright, now we need some gear. Take this guy, flip him around. This is going to be a bit tricky, so I'm thinking maybe I want to do a tail dragger here. Oop, wrong way. Once I figure out which key does what I want, there we go. There we go. I don't like how it's sticking through the wings, but I'll be fine. And then we also need a tail gear. Do not need mirroring on him. Actually flip him around like that. I think that'll work. I actually want this guy the other way around though. There we go. There we go. I think that'll sit pretty flat. Let's see here. I'll flip him back over. Let's see here. We don't want pitch. Don't really want yaw on these guys. Oh, these have liquid fuel in them. That's neat. That's cool. That doesn't you can't do anything with. We only want pitch with. I actually want yaw and pitch. All right, so let's name this guy. What is he? What does this thing look like? Curb Dart 1. Curb Dart 1, save, and launch. I haven't figured out quite how to... Ooh. Ooh, that landing gear's right on the ground. I mean, that propeller's right on the ground. Let's see if we can get this thing off the ground. Ooh. There we go. It needs a bit of trim down. Oops. Landing gear, pull that landing gear up. Trying to trim this thing out. Come on, Bill, you can do it. This thing's actually flying really well. Pitch back down. Nothing there, okay. What are you doing? So after flying around for a little bit, let's see here. This thing's handling pretty well, I'd say. Let's bring up the if. Oh, that already was up. Let's go for a speed run here. We got plenty of fuel. It's not gonna try to get too high here. Weird how the nose really wants to pitch up. I'm not quite sure why that is. Pull around. Ooh, don't pull too many G's. We're not gonna make it in time, down in time here. Ooh, that roll is really touchy. I'm coming in way too fast for this. I am not used to flying with the keyboard either. I figured some of this would be interesting as I learn to fly during the day. I mean, learn to fly these things while live, not during the day, but you know, you guys know what I mean. Stall it out. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Don't flip it. Oh! Oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of me. Sorry, Bill. Alright, jeez. Made me jump. I wasn't expecting that. So we definitely need to fix that. Back to spaceplane here. I don't know what's like that. Alright, so definitely need our nose to sit up a little bit more. Let me mess with it a little bit and I'll be right back. Alright, it appears I have fixed the landing gear issue, which is good. So let's get rolling. I also messed with the tail a little bit, haven't been able to test that yet. Ooh. Alright, appears we have a bit of roll instability there. Alright, curb dart 2, and it actually looks like a dart now. I pretty much flipped the whole design on this thing, but I'm really feeling confident about this, for more reasons than one. Still not sure about that, but oh well. One thing I forgot is an intake, so hopefully I won't cause any issues. Ooh, right off the ground. It seems to fly pretty straight, which is nice for once. I might have to... Yeah, I think I'll... If I continue using this design, I'm gonna have to. Definitely. Ooh, that roll there. We're gonna have to get some vertical stabilizers on this thing. I'll have to watch that carefully before when we go for our landing here. So Bob is freaking out a little bit. He saw it happen to Bill's. He doesn't want to have it happen to him again. So we are going to swing around here. It's just interesting though, how much of a spin you can put on this thing. Pull that nose around, throttle down. Ooh man, let's pull some hard G's. I hate this thing, how it's handling. It's really not liking the fact that it doesn't have a vertical stabilizer, I'll tell you that much. This nose is getting a bit touchy. We might go for grass landing here, just to get it down. Bob's not really feeling all that safe. Ooh. Flare a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, man. Yeah, come on, gotta get it down. Brakes. Be careful there. Yeah, we're going right for the water. Oop, there goes the nose. Oh well, might not have happened if we could actually had a vertical stabilizer. But, alright, so go back to Space Center. I wish there was a option to go to the spaceplane hangar from there. If you guys know what I mean. Like, I know there's the revert flight, but I don't want to really revert flight. I landed, I was okay. Alright. Are we ready for this? What on earth is your name? Shelgi? Is that your name? Okay, Shelgi, if that's your name, let's get a move on. Oh. Brakes off. Interesting. I was trying to disable brakes here. Oh well. I guess you can't do that. Some perform a lot happier now? Oh yeah. The news follows through. Man, this thing handles a lot better than I would have thought it would have. Alright, take this thing for a spin, Shuggy. Let's see where we can go. As Shuggy came by the tower again, came close to the Space Center, the guys in the towers suggested that he go check out a little landing site out at one of those islands over there they had been seeing, and check for altitude, how high this thing can go. I mean, maybe it probably won't be able to go as high as we really want, but I think we can go ahead and head out there and see what is up out there. Getting close to stall speed here. Okay, now you can cut the engines. Okay. Not quite ideal, but oop, there we go. I need to set that to control group there. I'm gonna set to reverse thrust. See if I can get it spun around here. Oddly enough, there is a light on top of that tower, blinking. But it doesn't appear that anyone is home right now. As he pulls into this hangar, he notices some old things from his childhood there. So he pulls his airplane to a stop, shuts the engine off, and decides to hop out. I don't know if we'll be able to get back on, but we could probably just leave this here as a memento, if you want to call it that, with the rest of this, the old things. He remembers seeing old black and white videos of, EVA reports. Car Kerbals, ooh, that is rolling away, isn't it? Can I get back in? Ugh. No, apparently not, so we're just gonna have to let it roll into something, I guess. Oh, geez, it's really rolling away, isn't it? Ugh. Come on. I don't even think I have ladders yet, so... it's not really gonna... What's that here? Are these just remains? Looks like they're just remains. Oh well, looks like that guy will roll out. I don't even know, looks like he's about stopped. Can I activate a brake on one of these guys? Brakes on. There we go. Awesome. It shouldn't roll anymore. And of course, Algie here gets lectured by the fact that he left the, take surface sample. We'll keep that. By the fact that he left the brakes off. But we'll do this really quick. First, oops, man alive. Just to fly. I've got rid of that. And not die. That's them lecturing him right now, in fact. Alright, so we'll leave this guy here, and Aggie decides to just to camp out here for a little bit until he can get back. But he does radium in some of that science. Alright. I don't know how long we've been playing here, but I think right now would be a pretty good wrapping up point. We're definitely going to be looking more into future spacecraft and all that sort of stuff or aircraft that we can use to eventually get into space. But right now we just don't have the science. With the satellites up in orbit right now, we can look at sending some probes and rovers to the moon and possibly even Minmus. A few more things I'd like to do is I'd like to get a early level station up, because I did get some stuff that actually does allow me to get some science. But that should be about it for right now. If you guys like this episode, make sure to hit that like button down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. If you have something to say, leave it down there in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.